want to kind of talk a little bit more about, you being a hybrid agent. I think that's it's a great term as well. So, for those people out there who are not familiar with what goes into being a hybrid agent or how they can become a successful hybrid agent, how are you, structuring your business now, being both, in the mortgage space and also in the real estate space, and how they can work together in conjunction in synergy to help, you build up, a platform for people.
Okay. So currently I'm not doing both. I'm still waiting for my license here in the state of New Jersey. It's taken a little time, apparently, like with everything here. But the way I will have it structured again is a hybrid agent. So as I said in the beginning, a hybrid agent is someone who holds both their real estate license for their state and then the mortgage loan originator license. Now, what's interesting about the mortgage loan originator is that it's from what the organization of the NMLS. So it's the nationwide mortgage licensing system. So you can originate a loan in any state, provided that either the brokerage or the bank that you are employed by has a branch office within that state. So that's how that works. So one of the things I like about that is you have as a hybrid agent, I understand the procedures and the process for helping buyers and sellers with their home, either buying, looking for a home or trying to sell their home. And then on the mortgage space, helping buyers, these are the requirements that you need, and we can have that conversation. And then for sellers, again, if they're looking to purchase another house, but they need a contingency, they must sell this house before they go into the next house, then we can talk about bridge loans and other kinds of programs to help them in that space. So working on the mortgage loan originator side, though I can't be their agent, the real estate side, I can have those conversations because I understand that process. So if I'm working with someone who's looking to buy a home, and we can have that conversation, I would start the conversations with them. What type of home are you looking to purchase? Tell me about the home you want to buy. So I will hear all that before we actually talk about money. Then we begin to talk about, we'll be filling out that, because I can get all that information from the credit application that they filled out, the loan application. And then we can talk about what are some of the things they need to do to prepare for that type of purchase. And at the same time, I can begin to, I can refer them to different agents that can help them realize that dream. So I think that's one of the real benefits of the hybrid agent. And when you look at the way I think with COVID sort of changed a lot of that with the mortgage side and the real estate side, because we weren't having those face-to-face. Everything was Zoom or a Google Meet or something like that. On the mortgage side, you don't see so much people walking into brokerage. And so many of your big banks now are closing down their mortgage department. So they're going more to these brokerage firms. So, Rocket Mortgage is probably a big one right now, Quicken Loans. So I think that's an opportunity for your mortgage loan originators. But however, I see a synergy between the two, the real estate and the mortgage loan. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like, but I think that we will probably begin to see more hybrid agents. I have seen lately where you'll have some big mortgage companies like Remax and Century 21 and Weichert that are actually looking to employ a mortgage loan originator in their branch, so that as buyers are coming in to purchase a house, they have their own mortgage loan originator in-house that they can refer their clients to. So it's a win-win for them because now they're getting both sides. So right. I don't see it as an additional burden. I see it more of this is a way to simplify the process for the client, whether it's a buyer or a seller.
Right, exactly. And I think it goes all the way back to the educational piece as well, where, now you have more information, right? Because getting your real estate license, it kind of just only talks more about the real estate side of things,
Yes,
right? And then the mortgage license, now it's opening a new door into
right,
even more information into the same process. So now,
right,
just even if, you were doing only one side of the business, now you have basically the entire roadmap of what can happen through this entire transaction in the back
correct.
of your mind, and you're able to help some people, you're able to help people better that way. So
Yes.
that's really a good way to kind of go about things as well. And maybe you can touch on a little bit, as a hybrid agent, because there's a there's that law where you can't originate a loan for somebody who is, you're representing as a client, and vice versa. So maybe how are some of the ways that you're able to monetize every lead that kind of comes your way, with some referral partners that are also in your area as well?
So currently, I just have that experience. So
Yeah.
the person who is sponsoring me into this brokerage firm, we've sort of worked out the deal that and he's also an EXP
Yeah.
agent too, so he's a hybrid. We have agreed that if I pick up a listing or a buyer, or I will refer them to him for the loan, and vice versa. So
Right.
recently, I just got this listing 3 weeks ago, and I had an open house last weekend, and the person who sponsored me, he was there for those 2 days, the mortgage loan originator. So anyone who wanted to talk about if they were looking at this house that I was listing, they could talk to him about perhaps what they would need to qualify to purchase this house. So he was able to speak to a number of potential clients, and so he had that. So that's how we're looking at it, and vice versa, because we know that we have, in order to stay compliant, I can't do both. Yes. Yeah, so
Right.
that's how I'm working it right now, but also working, outreach to other realtors that, you know, let's talk about, how I can assist you with any referrals, because one of the things I have, that I am experienced with the leads that I get as a real estate license, a lot of them are not what I would consider qualified leads, and I don't find that out until after they try to get a loan. So as a mortgage loan originator, I can say to the real estate agent, I have examined and reviewed all these applications of the referrals that you've sent to me, and I have ranked them so that you know how much time you should spend with, each of them. So if you send me 5 referrals, and out of the 5, only 3 of them really, have that credit score that they need, and the funds in order to, I mean, and the qualifications to be pre-approved for whatever that amount is. That's how I'm going to rank them, and I will give you that information so you know how to spend your time when you're looking to help them buy a home. So that's one of the benefits that I see as a mortgage loan originator, that I can share with the real estate agent, because we don't get that as real estate agents. We just get these leads, and then after talking to them and then waiting for them to get their pre-approval, and we come back and you get a pre-approval for $190,000. Now, I don't know what that'll buy you in Texas, but I will tell you it will not buy you anything in the state of New Jersey. so so that's that's where I see the benefit. But again, you can't be wearing both hats when you do that. You have to decide which one you're going to do for that particular client.